how to add contact information, objectives, pictures, documents, dates to remember, as well as visits and follow-ups. So the first thing to do that for a specific account is click on any account number. In any report, if you click on any account number, a new tab will open up. This will basically give you access to that account information, and this is where you'll be able to add information in the account. What we're going to be covering today is really the My Visits page. Now, the first section in the My Visits page is the client information. This information is uploaded based on the information we get from the different provinces. If you want to add any information to this, just click on Edit Client. What we recommend is adding notes in the general note. This will be your notes. They will be not shared with any other agencies. This will be really for you and for yourself. The call information here is mostly used by different head offices, agencies, so I wouldn't necessarily touch any of this. So really it's the general note where you can actually add information as for you to basically remember the next time you actually visit the account. Once you've added the notes in the general note, simply click on Save Client and it's going to be saved for you. The second portion of the My Visits page is the contact information. So if you're working with more than one manager, and you're working with a sommelier, supervisor, a specialist, and mixologist, simply enter their information here. This is also useful for you for future use. And then once you've added the information, just click on Save, and it will also be saved here for future use. The summary performance is where you can see your overall health in that account. So the right-hand side of this section is the account sales, and the left-hand side is the provincial sales for the agency and the competitors. What's important is really referencing to the corner top variation. So basically, in this account, your agency is trading at 0.1%. versus the competition, which is actually trending at the same level at 0.1%. So overall, you're performing well in that account. But if you actually compare versus your agency provincially, your agency is trading at 0.7. So this account is slightly negatively, very slightly negatively growing versus your overall performance as an agency. Continue scrolling down, you'll have the objectives. So this is where you have access to mention if your objective for a specific product is either planned, completed, or rejected. If a picture is mandatory, you won't be able to say that your objective is completed until you actually save a picture and link it to that objective. Once you've done that, it's going to go to complete. And on the right-hand side, you'll see where you're at for your objective based on what your manager has set for you. So in this case, for the first one, Cabernet Sauvignon, 7 Falls, we can see that you're at 3 out of 7 based on the objective that was given, and you're at 43% of your objective. If you're at over 100%, make sure to spend less time on those objectives. Focus on the ones that you have to work on a bit more. Continue scrolling down, there's an achievement section. So the achievement section is to basically upload in the system whatever is over and above what your manager has set for you in terms of objectives. So this is where you can showcase and show off what you've done over and above. Click on New Achievement to add an achievement. You can basically type in a description, select the product. The number of cases can also be inputted. You can leave a note. You can also upload a picture. And then you click on Save. And then basically your new achievement will be on the top here of what you've entered and in order of date. Continue scrolling down. You also have a document section. So this is where you can save PowerPoint, PDF, Excel spreadsheets, or even emails. So if there's anything that you actually want to link to that account, just click on the file, name the file, select the product or no product, and then just click on Save. That way you can always refer to either kickbacks or partnership or a contest that you actually planned with the account. Competitive activity. This is where you can log in what you see the competition and what they're doing if you think it's worth sharing with your boss. So in this case, if I saw a really neat display of Absolute Vodka, I'm going to select the category vodka, the number of cases if I want to, and then click on the camera option. And in this case, you can basically simply select the picture or take the picture from your iPhone or iPad and then click on Save. And then you'll have access to what's been going on in that account in terms of the competition for future use as well. Dates to remember are delivery days, visit days, and order days. If you want to make any changes to the dates that are actually there, just check them off and click on Save, and then they'll be saved. Check them all on, and then click on Save, and you'll have this as a reference. Now, you can also add your visit notes. So to add your visit, just click on New Visit, select the type of call, the date you visited the account, the time, and then the description. And then click on Save. And then you can also refer to it and follow up on anything that you've discussed during the last meeting. If ever you want to add follow-ups because they actually did promise something and you want to make sure that they actually did it, or you want to make sure not to forget an important date where you have to remind them to do something, click on follow-up, click on visit follow-up, then click on a follow-up date. So that's basically your deadline. And then you click on Save. And this section will actually appear on your dashboard in your follow-ups until you actually check it off or say it's done. Now, the My Visits page is a page where you're going to be using often and where you're going to be referencing to often. So if ever you do want to change the layout of this page, simply click on the 9-dot button on the left-hand side of your screen. This will allow you to check off some of the information, drag and drop if you want to change the order. For example, if I wanted the objectives to be completely on top with my visits and my follow-ups, and the rest at the bottom of my page, I just have to drag and drop, click, and then click the buckets I don't want to see, and then apply modifications. And then all of your views for any of the accounts moving forward will be the way you wanted it to be. So in this case, I put my objectives on top, all my visits, and my follow-ups. My client information then comes afterwards. Thank you very much.